they sometimes are like, oh, you know, I want to make sure I call my friends first and all that fun stuff. So that can't be a negative thing. That's got to be like exactly what you want to hear thing. Make sense? So you want to get good, as a vector manager, you want to get good to turning every possible negative thing into a positive, right? So you're like, oh man, that's exactly what I'm looking for. Makes sense? I can't wait to work with some of your friends because you would have already talked to them first. So here's what we'll do. Why don't you go ahead and submit all their names, okay? And then I will personally call you before we even touch anybody on your list. That way you can give me a heads up on a yes or no, or we can spend some extra time sending out some text messages and things like that. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, cool. Yeah, don't you at least want to get the prize levels? Yeah, get you your bonus. Go for it. Click submit. Done. Make sense? So anything that's like, anything that you feel like would throw you off your game, just turn it immediately into a positive, right? Just like a customer, like, oh, we don't have any money. It's like, man, that's exactly why you should buy Cutco. It's perfect for people like you who don't have any money, because then you don't have to keep spending your money on crap in your home all day, right? Does that make sense? Like anything that's negative, you turn it positive. We don't have any time. Man, that's exactly why I want to see you, because I don't have any time either. So busy people like us, we'll be able to get in and out. I'll be able to get in more appointments. Let me give you the 15-minute guarantee. I'll pop over, say hi, we'll hang out for 15 minutes. If you don't like me or anything, I have to show you, kick me out. Tie your shoe beforehand, I promise. Well, it's a good time to leave before 30.
Any other PR objections that you get?
Not really. That's really the main one. The only other one is, are you going to tell them that I referred them? Yeah. And then you just want to go, absolutely. How weird would it sound if we didn't? No. I can't tell you what friend works here that said I should call you to come in for a job interview. So, of course, but if you're not comfortable with that, just submit the names and we'll call you beforehand, and that way you can let us know who you're comfortable with and who you're not, but at least get the bonus. It's all about collection. Does that make sense? That's what the goal is. That's what the purpose is right there. It's just like booking a demo, right? When you book the demo, it's not who's interested, who's not interested. It's all about just getting them to like you and give you time out of their day. That's it.
So what's the conversation with Blitz Day for those type of people?
Okay, so we've got this on a script, but we call everybody's, we call every sponsor before we touch their list. I just think that that's fair, and it's important, and I also think it increases show. Because, I feel like a broken record, I've preached this forever. So, what a lot of offices do is they just collect the names and they call, and then those friends call their friend and like, hey, your job called me, what's this about? And then their friend's not coached on what to say and what not to say, so then they give them too much information. Like, why would we have an interview that takes 35, 45 minutes if we could explain everything in 2 minutes over a phone call? Make sense? So once the sponsor realizes that, then they're a little bit more on board with not giving them too much information. And then I basically say, most of your friends that are calling you, they're already interested. That's why they're calling you. They want to see if it's legit, because what company calls a 17, 25-year-old, says, hey, the job market sucks, you want to come in for an interview? Make sense? Yeah. So your friends more or less while they're calling you, they just want to know whether or not it's legit, okay? Because they already trust you. Why would you refer them if they didn't trust you? So all you got to do is just tell them to go check out the interview, okay? If you want to let them know it's Cutco, that's fine. None of that really matters. Just be like, it's legit. The manager's cool. They're going to explain everything. But after the interview, I can discuss whatever you want. I just don't want to ruin it for you. And then we role play that with my top people, so that's a little bit more comfortable for them. And then I get off the phone. And then I always, before I hang up, I go, hey man, on a personal note, I just want to say thanks for helping us build the team. It really means a lot to me that you go on this extra mile for us. And then I putty in my hands for further. Not manipulatively, but we're helping each other out. But again, I can't stress it enough. Anything that you're nervous about or would throw you off your game, just immediately turn it into a positive, right? So it's like something that you're like, oh man, that's exactly what I was hoping you would say. Make sense? Because that at least gives you enough time to come up with a response. It always throws them off their game. It's like, what? You agree with me? Huh? Nobody agrees with me. You're supposed to combat me, right? Like, I don't need all these knives. Man, I'm so glad you said that. I don't want to sell you all these knives. What? You thought I was here to sell you a bunch of knives? That's crazy. No, I'm here to help, not hurt you. Which ones do you feel like you would never use? In forever. Then when you die, pass them to your kids, maybe they won't be used either.